dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't gonna get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You gotta understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you gotta work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not gonna be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, that is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces. And then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like, I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And then only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know, that was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, The Definition of Man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the women you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, The Definition of Game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Top Soil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today. Yo, what's poppin'? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's good? What's good? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the motherfucking dating game. I'm here with that game that y'all need. You feel what I'm saying? So we about to get into this and make this shit happen, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to my lady, April MC in the building. What's going on? What's going on? Shout out to April MC. Shout out to June Sports. Duke Alex in the building. Fat John Soulmonger. Frankie Shy in the building. Armani is in the building. Phoenix is in the building. What's going on? The Paul 999 is in the building. My dude Joe Blast is in the motherfucking building. What's going on? What's going on? Shout out to, who else we got up in here? Shout out to my dude High Profile is in the motherfucking building. Shout out to It's G-Rad. What's popping? Linwood, what's going on? Young John, the Sauce God, was good. Clayton is in the building, man. Appreciate everybody tuning in. So today's topic, we're talking about how there ain't no such thing as handsome man game. There ain't no, it's not a thing, guys. And I've talked about this topic before, but I keep seeing more videos pop up with this handsome man game shit. And I'm trying to tell you guys that there's no such thing. So what happens is you have a lot of guys out there who, you know, feel that they're handsome guys. And what they're doing is they're trying to separate themselves or come up with some sort of philosophy to understand why, you understand what I'm saying, they're having issues they're having or situations they're having now. I've done videos in the past where I talked about, you know, when you're a good looking guy, right? There are certain experiences that you're going to have based on women perceiving you to be good looking. But that is not something where you talk about it's handsome man game. It's just game. Game is game. You understand what I mean? Game is you understanding yourself, and having game is you having a strategy to get what you want out of this life. So what you got to understand is that when it comes to the game, it is a very, individualistic thing. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not this thing where you say, well, you know, I'm handsome, so I'm going to go through these things. And this guy is not handsome, so he has to play a whole different game. No, it's not. That's not what it's about. What you guys have to understand is that when you get so confused with this is because you think, right, that when it comes to the game, that if you look a certain way, that gives you some sort of like special privilege or it could like hinder you in this other way. It's not really that. What it is that based on how women perceive you, right, and you understand that perception, then you understand why things are happening the way they're happening. And then you understand what strategy to take to get what you want in the situation. You see what I'm saying? So for example, let's say, for example, a girl is intimidated by you, which is why she's acting shy around you, but she still has some interest in you, right? What's going to happen is that because you don't understand that she's just shy, you're going to think she doesn't like you at all based on how she's moving and how she's interacting with you, right? But she might be intimidated based on how you look, because she might think you look really good, and she might think that guys who look that good aren't going to be interested in her, even though she might be physically or sexually attracted to a guy that looks that way. But the thing is that if you don't understand the game, then you're not going to understand why this is happening, and you're going to misinterpret why certain things are going down. Do you see what I'm saying? Also, a lot of times guys confuse physical attraction for sexual attraction. We're gonna get into all of this stuff today so you guys understand what's going on. Now, what I want to say is this, right? Remember, guys, looks are subjective. So some women are going to think you're handsome, some women are going to think you're not handsome, right? Now, you can have your own opinion on whether or not you think you're handsome. So you could say I'm handsome, or you could think you're not handsome, right? Now, when it comes to this, it's not about something being a handsome man's game, right? It's about when you're interacting with women, do you understand how women perceive you when we talk about the topic of being handsome? I want you to follow what I'm saying here, because it's very, very important. Do you understand how women perceive you when it comes to if they see you as handsome or not? You understand what I'm saying? Because, and when I say how women perceive, I'm saying in general, because remember, it's all subjective, and there's going to be some women who think you're good looking or whatever, and some women who think you're not, right? But what I'm saying is that in general, right, what's the perception that women will have of you, right? And so if you don't understand the perception that the women have of you, then you can't use you being handsome, right, as the thing to go on. Because how do you know that a large number of women perceive you as handsome? How do you know in general that women perceive you as handsome? So you can say you're handsome, which is cool, but how do women perceive you? Have you had the experience that women generally tell you in some form or fashion that you're handsome, right? And does it happen consistently? You see what I'm saying? So a lot of these guys, what happens is they'll be like, well, I'm a good looking dude, and so I gotta pay attention to this handsome man game. And maybe because I don't understand handsome man game, that's the reason why I've been having so much trouble attracting women. So let me go into YouTube and type in handsome man game and try to figure out what these guys are saying about handsome man game, so that I can learn the handsome man game so I can get the girls too. Right? Because obviously, since I'm such a good looking guy and I'm still having trouble, it's because I don't understand the handsome man game. You see what I'm saying? And this is how stupid this shit is. So what you have to understand is that you have to get out of the mindset of it being handsome man game. You understand? Because then what you're doing is that you're missing the point of understanding game. Right? Because the thing is, the game is about you. So you have to understand yourself and understand the world around you and how you experience that world. So this is why I said, are you the guy who women perceive you as a handsome guy? Do you have women on dating apps typing in their fucking inbox talking about, hey, handsome? When you hook up with a girl the first night, does she tell you how sexy and hot she thinks you are? You understand what I'm saying? Is this happening on a consistent basis? See, a lot of guys, they go overboard with this. They think handsome man game is, well, I'm so handsome that, I'm going to walk outside and chicks are going to be, checking me out all day and women are going to run up to me and all this other shit, right? Now, what I want to say is that most guys, right, are not going to have women running up to them. Like any guy watching this right now under the sound of my voice, right? How many women have approached you today? How many? I'll wait, because you're so handsome. How many women, fuck that, I do even better. How many women have approached you this week since you're so handsome? You see what I'm saying? You're so handsome that, all of these women are just, you go to the coffee shop, You go get your dry cleaning done. You know, you go to the gas station. How many women are approaching you and coming up to you and trying to get your number? I'll wait because you're so handsome, right? Now, let's go on another thing. Forget the girls approaching you because I know they're not approaching you, right? So how many women are giving you, like, let's say, choosing signals, like actual choosing signals, meaning that she's looking at you with a lustful stare? How many women have done that today? I'll wait. How many women was I fucking you today? I will wait. All right. How many women this week? Forget today, this week. We'll give you some more time. How many women this week were giving you that lust? Not a chick who just looked at you and you caught eye contact for 2 seconds. I'm talking about a woman who is staring at you, checking you out, and she can't keep her eyes off you. How many has that happened this week? You understand? So, if these things are not happening, as far as women checking you out heavy, or women checking you out so heavy that they're actually compelled to approach you and make something happen, what the fuck is this handsome man game shit? What are we talking about? What is the difference that you have to do versus the other guy? So if the women aren't approaching you, that means you got to approach them. So if you got to approach them, what's the difference between you and the guy who's not handsome? Right? They're not approaching you. The girls are checking you out, right? But guess what? You still have to go and approach them. So what's the difference between you having to approach them and the other guys having to approach them? What's the difference? Why? Because she looked at you? What's the difference? So what, her looking at you means that it's easier for you to get her? Really interesting. Because when you're talking to a woman and you're interacting with a woman, right, she still has to feel you out and see what's going on in the situation to see if she's really interested. Because she might think you're handsome from across the room. That doesn't mean she's sexually attracted to you. You understand what I'm saying? So what's the difference? I want to know, and guys, you can call up and let me, maybe I don't know something. Maybe I'm missing something. I want to know what's the difference between handsome man game and just game. I want to know what's the difference. Like, what is the difference when you're handsome versus you're not handsome? What do you need to do differently? You understand? What are the different things that need to happen? Because see, it's not really anything that needs to be different. It's more so, like I said earlier, if you understand how women perceive you, then you know how to move better in situations to make things happen. You also understand why certain things are happening. Right? And so what I mean by, how women perceive you, think about, are women consistently telling you you're handsome? Has more than 10 women in your entire life said that you was handsome? Take away your mom. I'm not talking about your mom. I'm not talking about the prostitute in Brazil that was trying to get your money. I'm not talking about her. She told you was handsome because she was trying to get that paper. You understand what I'm saying? I'm talking about women who genuinely are physically attracted to you, and in some cases sexually attracted to you. How many times has that happened in your life where women have told you you were handsome? So if it happened less than, let's say, 10 times in your entire life, right? That means that generally women don't really perceive you as handsome, because if women perceive you as handsome, that means that women have been telling you are handsome on a consistent basis. You've had it happen a number of times so that you understand that's how women will generally perceive you. You see what I'm saying? So that's the first thing you got to understand. Do women perceive me as handsome? You understand? I don't care what the fuck these niggas on YouTube say, where you sending in your pictures to these guys trying to give you looks maxing advice and rating your face and shit. I don't care how many males on YouTube rate your face. I don't give a fuck. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care how many ratings you send to these niggas. Do women perceive you as handsome. You understand what I'm saying? When's the last time a woman said you was fine? When's the last time a woman said you was gorgeous? And I'm talking about like women you just met, women you just slept with for the first time, women you just matched with on a dating app. How many times have they told you you was fine, you handsome, you're gorgeous? How many times? You understand what I'm saying? How many times has this happened? So what I'm saying is that if this is not happening on a consistent basis, then what the fuck are we talking about this handsome man game? Now, again, some guys have women do that. Some guys will have women say, "Oh, I think you're fine. You're good looking and all this other stuff," and they really mean it. But also, just because a woman thinks you're handsome or fine, or says that you're gorgeous, that doesn't mean she's sexually attracted to you. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean she's sexually attracted to you. But I think this is Moses. Moses, what's going on?
Locario, what's going on? I just sent it to Miles just now.
All right, that's what's up. Appreciate it. So what's going on, fam?
I wasn't going to call in, but I had to call in because, you know, I had this happen to me, not to say a billion times, but a good numbers of times. Mm-hmm. Now, I say this because, obviously, before I met you, mm-hmm. I came from the red pill. You understand? Mm-hmm. I used to gym max and all of that stuff.
Right.
You understand? And I still got the gym max in me, but I don't do that for women anyway. Mm-hmm. But what happened was when I interact with women, and women be telling me, "Hey, I'm handsome, mm-hmm. but it don't lead to nowhere." Mm-hmm. There was women out there who said, "Hey, Moses, you handsome, you cute," but they was on some attention horn shit.
Right.
So I just also wanted to call in to say that mm-hmm. that women will use that word, "Oh, you handsome, you cute," and all that, and sometimes might throw a little bit of flirting in there just to get attention from you.
Right.
And in attention from you, or if it's not attention or something out of you. Now, if you have game, sometimes it can work in your favor. You know what I'm saying? But that's rare. I'm talking about from my experience. Everybody else's experience is different, but from my experience, a lot of women who told me I was handsome, was on some attention whore and shit. Mm-hmm. So I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, man. Well,
so women will use that, like, "Yo, you cute" and all that other stuff just to get attention out of you because they know that's what guys want to hear.
Of course, yeah. Well, that's the thing. Women will definitely tell you you're handsome, you're cute, you look good, all this other stuff. But using it as a way to get attention, but doesn't necessarily mean that they're sexually attracted to you. So so a woman can be sexually attracted to a guy and still think he's not even handsome. Or a woman could think a guy's handsome and also be sexually attracted to him. The problem is that these guys actually think that, them being handsome or them thinking they're handsome, they have to do something different. And I'm trying to get them to understand that it's not anything they need to do different. It's they have to have a perception. They have to know how they're perceived. And I'm going to break that down in a little bit. But I appreciate the call, Moses.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
All right, man. Appreciate it. So basically what I mean, guys, when I talk about a woman, you got to see if women perceive you a certain way. It's because I get this question all the time, right? Guys will say, "So Locario, how do I know the difference between if a woman is not interested or she's intimidated?" Right? So I always tell them the fact that you're asking that question means that they're not intimidated. Because if they were intimidated, you would know because you would have extensive experience of dealing with women who are intimidated by you. So if you don't know the difference, then if you ask it a question, you don't know the difference. But I'll break it down. Shout out to my dude K Zaggin in the building. He said women will use flattering words to stroke your ego. They know for most men, you will be putty in their hands. That's a fact. That's a fact. So basically what I'm saying is this, is that you'll know a woman is intimidated by you, right? Based on the fact that you have extensive experience of women telling you how handsome they think you are, or how fine they think you are, how cute they think, all that other stuff. So what happens is that because you've been told and you understand that generally women find you physically attractive, if you're talking to this particular girl over here and she's kind of acting shy, or she seems like very, taken aback by interacting with you, right? It's most likely that's happening because she sees you just as physically attractive as the other women who have told you this. You understand? This is why I said, how are the women perceiving you? You understand? Because then what happens is this. The same way where you guys are scared to interact with a hot girl, the girl you would consider a 10 and all this other stuff, women are also, follow what I'm saying, women are also scared to deal with guys who they perceive extremely physically and sexually attractive. So because they perceive you that way, that's why they're a little bit intimidated, nervous, shy, right? And that can come off as a little standoffish if you don't understand game, because you're going to think her being shy and standoffish means she's not interested. You understand what I'm saying? Now, there is an element of medium interest because there's the fear there. The fear that you might not be interested in her and she don't want to get the rejection. The fear that you might hook up with her and then you might never call her again, which is going to make her feel some type of way. The fear that she could actually really, really start to like you. Y'all can start to see each other and then you fall back after you find out that, she's on some regular shit. You're not really feeling her like that. So she feels she can't keep you interested. You understand? All those things could happen. But what I'm saying is that you will understand the signs that a woman is being intimidated. You will understand that a woman is acting this way based on your experience. So a lot of times you guys hear in the, the manosphere or even some pickup artists or whatever, they'll say shit like, oh, don't validate a woman. Don't let her know that you like her and all this other goofy shit, right? And they think that, if you do that, that's going to make her, make her want to chase your validation and chase you and all this other stuff, right? See, the problem with that is that if you don't understand how a woman perceives you, that'll scare her off. So if a woman thinks that you're really handsome and because of that, or she thinks you're a really good looking guy, she thinks you're fine or whatever, because of that, she's a little bit intimidated. You acting like you are not interested in her is not going to make her want you more. It's going to make her want you less. Why? Because she already thinks that a guy as handsome as you isn't going to be into her in the first place. You understand? So if you understand this and you understand that woman perceives you as this handsome, top-notch guy, she already thinks that you probably don't want her anyway. She thinks you're out of her league. So why would you act like or pretend that you're not into a woman who already perceives you as the guy who wouldn't be into her? You see what I'm saying? Like, a lot of guys don't think about this shit. They don't understand this shit. So the girl already, it's like if you saw a hot girl that you thought that you couldn't get because she's so hot, oh, I never get girls that look that good. And then you try to talk to her and she's acting like she don't really like you, even though she do. You think that's going to make you want her more? No, you're like, shit, she shut me down. Fuck. You understand? Now you're like, see, I knew I couldn't get a girl like her. You see what I'm saying? So you think pretending or acting like you don't like a chick who already perceives you as a guy out of her league, you think that's going to help? No. So what happens is that when you understand that the girl finds you physically attractive, and in some cases sexually attractive because she finds you physically attractive, then what you understand is that you should let her know that she can fuck with you, which means that there has to be some form of validation. That means there has to be some form of you letting her know you are interested in her. So let's flip the example again. Let's say across the room, you have a really, really hot girl that you're intimidated by. She's so sexy. She's a 10, she's a dime, whatever the fuck you think. And you're scared to approach that dime because you're like, girls like her don't want me. Now, what do you think is going to make it easier for you to go and approach her? Because she's looking in your direction right? She's not really staring at you, but she sees you and she's like, oh, I wish that guy would come up and approach me. Now, what do you think would make it easier for you to approach her? A, she smiles at you, or B, she doesn't look at you, looks away, and acts like she's not interested. What do you think? Which one do you think is going to make it easier for you to go and approach if you're intimidated? What's going to make it easier is if she's smiling at you. She's validating you. You understand? So what happens is that when you're in a situation with a woman and she sees you as intimidating because she thinks you're so handsome, right? Or fine or whatever it is like that. And I'm gonna get to the questions in a second. It would be ridiculous and moronic to try to pretend you don't want her. Because all that's gonna do is get her further and further away from you. You see what I'm saying? Like, guys, come on, man. I can't be serious. Now, again, the reason why I did this video is because I keep seeing more and more handsome man game videos pop up on the feed. So I'm gonna pull up. I found this dude. So I saw a lot of them. I just kind of chose. I just went through one or two of those, and so I was like, let me bring up one of these videos and we'll critique it. Let me bring this up. So this is by a YouTuber named Marv Over Matter. And again, this is, remember, when I do these are not to disparage any of these guys. This is not to make fun of any of these guys. This is to get you guys to understand the game, right? So this is for educational purposes, right? So he has this video, and the video is titled Handsome Men's Game, The Fundamentals. Now, so he's not the only guy that, does these types of videos. There's a lot of guys on YouTube who have a lot of these handsome man game videos. You understand what I'm saying? But let's start this. We're going to go into this and we're going to see what he's saying, and we're going to break down all the things. So let's go.
Yeah, when you're handsome, you're on an equal playing field with the woman because she has something you want. She's attractive. You have something she wants. You're attractive. It's only when you're in the position.
Yo, K-Zag said you don't have to make fun of him. I'll take care of that. And guys, we have two free calls. So if you guys want to call up, we got 2 free calls. So we're gonna get that. We're gonna get this shit cracking. Whew. Okay, let's continue. Here we go.
Where they don't find you attractive, that's when you have to do more to get them because they have the position of power. But you can't approach the game like that if you're handsome. What up, YouTube? It's your boy Marv Over Matter back with another video. And today what I'm going to talk about is handsome man's game, the fundamentals. Handsome man's game, the fundamentals, man. So my second video is handsome man's game, right? I hit all the points of what you need to do as a handsome man. There's like, I think there was like 4 points that I hit where I just talk about like the fundamentals, the things that separate handsome man's game from average man's game.
Again, there is no handsome man game. There's no average man game. There's no below average man game. There's no black man game, white man game, tall man game, short man game, bus driver game, doctor game, teacher game. Let's continue.
Because it's different. It's not the same thing. You can't do the same things. If you do the same things, you're not going to get the results. And you're going to be wondering like, why, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is it that I can't? It's working for this guy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's not going to be getting the girls maybe that you want, but he's getting the girls that he wants. You know what I'm saying? Why can't you get the girls that you want? What's going on? It's because there's a different game for handsome guys. It's different criteria.
There's not a different game for handsome guys. It's not. You understand what I'm saying? It's not. But let's continue. Let's continue.
It's just it's a different landscape. So one of the main things that you need to know as a handsome guy, if you're dating women and you're going after, and not going after, if you want women, is that you're already in a position of power. You already have something that she wants.
Okay, you're gonna hear this button a lot. So what he's essentially saying is you're in a position of power because she thinks you're handsome. So because she thinks you're handsome, you have something she wants. You understand what I'm saying? Now, see, the thing that a lot of these guys don't understand, right, is that when it comes to this, when women thinking you're handsome, right, they're physically attracted to you. It is not hard for a woman to get access to a physically attractive man. You understand? Women have physically attractive men in their DMs all the time. You understand what I'm saying? You being a handsome dude, there's nothing special about that for women. You understand what I'm saying? Like, nothing. Now, would she rather be with a guy who she is sexually attracted to because she's physically attracted to him versus somebody else that she's not sexually attracted to because she's not physically attracted to him? Of course. Would she rather be with a guy or talk to a guy who she's physically attracted to, right? Versus talking to a guy who she's not physically attracted to and he has no game? Of course. Right? But what you guys got to understand is that a woman interacting with a guy who she would consider handsome is nothing special, right? Because she has access. It's like, okay, it's like this. Think about this, right? If I'm, you know, if you're looking for a house to buy, to purchase, and I'm a realtor and I take you around and I show you 8 different houses, right? And all 8 of those houses look beautiful from the outside. We're standing on the lawn. All 8 of them is like, oh man, these look so good. You understand what I'm saying? And so what happens is even though all of those look really good, right? There might be a particular style of house out of the 8 that you actually like. Then on top of that, you have to go inside the house to see if the inside, right, is also good. So a lot of guys think that, you know, them being handsome makes them special. And this is why they think they need some handsome man game. But let's continue.
Right. You do. I know it doesn't seem like it. Women are very good at pretending like they don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like I said in one of my other videos, some of them will just ignore you. Some of them will just give you light signs, whatever. But then they're not gonna go crazy over you. I had somebody in the comments basically asking like, why is it that they don't what he said something along the lines of like, why don't they show you? Like, why do they hide it so much? And the thing is, they hide it so much because they understand their power. They understand that they have something that guys want.
No, it's not them hiding anything. It's they're not into you like that, man. They're not into you. Okay, guys. So what he's essentially saying is, you know, because he said somebody asked him like, why do they hide that they're like into you or really attracted to you or really fucking with you? It's not that they're hiding it. It's that you being handsome in a lot of these cases is not enough. It's like, okay, yeah, you're handsome, cool, but so like, what else? What else do you have that's gonna make me be enticed to want to fuck with you? You understand what I'm saying? Let me take one of these calls real quick. I think this is a monogamous player. What's going on, fam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up, Mr. Locario? I donated 5 to Miles.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. Appreciate it. So what's going on?
Yes, sir. Hey, just real quick, Mr. Locario, and I just want to support your point that you're, you know, conveying to the masses, and just one perspective, right? Now, Mr. Locario, and I'm quite sure that every guy has done this, right? Mm-hmm. This is how you know, and once again, we all are attracted physically to people, you know what I'm saying, for various reasons, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. That's natural. I'm attracted to a lot of women or whatever. but at the same time, you got to realize how shallow it is. It don't mean shit. Here's how you know that it's shallow. Mr. Locario, how many times, and then once again, I know you in New York, so I know that you be, you know, in different places. How many times have you been walking down like a, you know, a main street bar or a main street, and you've been seeing attractive women, right?
Right.
And you walk past them, and they're attractive to you. You looking at like, damn, she thick and she got that ass, and you might do a double take, but unless you're really gonna go up there and talk to her, you keep it moving.
Right.
And I'm quite sure an hour later you forgot how that girl even looked. You see what I'm saying? So that's how you know that looks are shallow. So it's the same thing for women. Like, you know, pause, but if you a handsome guy, just know that it's a million handsome guys out here.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You know, because looks are subjective and people like what they like.
Right.
So if a girl likes how you look, trust and believe she likes 100 other niggas and how they look.
Exactly.
Or 1,000 or whatever the case may be. But once again, I think that guys devalue the other reasons why women find them actually attractive. And being attractive is, I mean, your looks is a part of that, or your appearance or whatever. But a main part that a lot of guys miss out is your vibe.
Right.
Because once again, what if a girl is talking to you and she thinks you handsome, but she thinks 5 other guys handsome?
Right.
So who's going to stand out?
Exactly.
The guy is going to stand out because of his vibe and what he stands for and certain things that she like in men and she sees it in him. He's going to stand out.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So at that point, looks don't mean anything. You see what I'm saying? But it's the same thing when it's from guys to women. Like, you know, as a player guy, I done dealt with a lot of fine females, but it got to the point where that don't mean shit to me. There's a lot of times, Mr. Locario, I swear to God, and guys got to understand this. I think that there are people that they are generically attractive. You know what I'm saying? Like most people are going to find them attractive, and you know, but it be some women that are generically attractive. Like I would say, oh yeah, she's attractive, but she just to me don't have it though.
Right.
But it could be, and she could be a 10, but it could be a 7 or 8 or whatever. And to me, she got it because it's the vibe, it's the glow, it's actually being around her, feeling her energy. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So once again, like the looks is just an element to the overall thing. You see what I'm saying? But it's bigger than that. But what's your take on that, Mr. Locario?
Yeah. Well, the thing is this, and 818, I'm gonna get you in a second. So this is the thing. What a lot of guys should do, and I suggest this, I was just talking to Abel about this, is I suggest you guys, if you don't have a TikTok account, get on TikTok and just start scrolling, right? And what you're going to notice is you're going to see a lot of attractive women with TikTok pages and who do TikTok content, right? Now, what you're going to also notice is that these very attractive women who do TikTok, some of the shit they say is goofy. And some of the things that they're talking about are annoying. And some of the things that they're saying are going to be, you're going to look at it and be like, oh, this is stupid. And the reason why I say that it's good to follow these women and watch it is because what it does is that when you see these really attractive women and you start to see their personalities through the videos, it makes you say, well, wait a second. This chick is very attractive. This is the type of chick I'd have probably approached in a street or at a bar and tried to holler at. But as I'm seeing her videos, I realize I'm not attracted to her. You understand? Like the way that she acts repels me. You understand what I'm saying? And so the thing is that that's the thing that a lot of guys don't get. So the same thing also happens on the other side. Just because you're a good looking dude, right, doesn't mean that you're not repelling the chick based on your energy, your attitude, your mouthpiece, the way that you're coming across, your insecurities. All these things are the things that makes the girl say, nah, I'm good. Like what the girls say, they get the ick. It gives her the ick, even though she thinks you're handsome. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Right. And then vice versa on the other side, because that guy is confident. He believes in himself. He moves right and stuff like that. That's what caused girls to actually attract to him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how he looks. Now, the one thing I do, and you always say this, Mr. Locario, I do believe in your appearance. You can't be out here looking dusty. And you could be a fly nigga. I mean, you know, a good looking guy. But if you out here dusty, that's already given a bad sign. So I think, as what you always say, like, work on your appearance. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, get your hair cut, make sure you groomed and stuff like that. And once again, like, looks are subjective. Somebody's gonna, some chick that you like is gonna fuck with you.
Right, exactly.
You see what I'm saying? But that's all I want to say, Mr. Locario. Like, looks, it's shallow because once again, like just like how women have access, niggas got access. You see
That's
what I'm saying?
fact. That's a fact.
So the only shit that's gonna stand out is what's real.
Right.
If you really living like that.
Nah,
but that's all I got
shit.
to say, Mr. Locario. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the call, fam. All right, we got 816. 816 is popping. Who this?
Yeah, this A-Rich from Missouri.
What's going on? Did you donate?
I saw there was 2 free calls. Is that still on?
we still got them. So you got one of the calls. What's going on?
Okay. I've heard in the past you refer to certain guys doing certain behaviors will make them less attractive going forward in the future. And I'll give you an example. Like, for example, let's just say there's a guy and he had 5 relationships, right? And in all 5 of those relationships, he was simping, right? Now, let's say he wants to stop simping, right? So on this 6th relationship, will the fact that he simped in the last 5 make him less attractive and will that show up in the 6th situation?
Well, yeah, if he keeps simping, but he would need to make a conscious decision to stop simping. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, will the previous, basically what I'm trying to say is he has the momentum of simping.
Right.
So I'm asking in that 6th, let's just say he makes a conscious decision and says, you know what, on the 6th situation, I'm not going to simp.
Right.
But I'm saying in that 6th situation, will the momentum of simping show up in that situation and make him less attractive?
Yeah, if he doesn't understand the game. Let's
just say he understands the game, though.
Yeah, if he understands the game,
but he previously simped, though.
Yeah, if he understands the game, then it's not going to show up. But if he doesn't understand the game, it's going to show up because he's basically going to be doing the same thing he's been doing. So this is why. So for example, right, a lot of guys think they understand the game, but they don't. So then they make misinterpretations of the actual game. So for example, in your example, if you say, well, he's been simping all this time, and he says, you know what, I've been like going I've been taking these chicks out to dinner and stuff. And you know what? I'm gonna stop doing that because that's simping. I'm gonna just take a girl to coffee, right? And then so let's say he calls up a girl. He says, "Yo, girl, what's up? Let's go get coffee." And she says, "Well, I don't like coffee. Can we go do ice cream?" And he's like, "All right, cool." He just simped. You see what I'm saying? Like he's still simping by taking her to ice cream. You see what I'm saying? Right. So he thinks just because he's not taking her to dinner, he stopped simping. But because he doesn't understand the game, he doesn't realize that he still went with the woman's program, which is simping. You see what I'm saying? But if he understood the game, he'd tell that chick, fuck out of here, and he would just find another girl who wants to go to coffee with him. Do you see what I'm saying? So he would actually need to really stop simping and understand the game in order to not be less attractive like he was in those other situations. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. Because I was under the interpretation that the understanding that basically if your actions previous to the next action show up in the interaction, but you're saying that as long as you know the game and you decide that you're committing to it, it won't show up in the next interaction.
Yeah, but the problem is most guys don't know the game. So how are they going to know to do better when they don't know better?
Because I'm just saying, like, let's just say they listen to you and then they realize, I'm not going to do X, Y, Z moving forward. Like that's what I'm referring to.
Well, in that case, then that could be a possibility. The problem is that a lot of guys see, and this is the thing, this is the key though, right? So when you don't understand something, right? Surface level, listening or taking in information is not really going to help because there's other underlying things that need to be taught and learned, and certain things that you need to unlearn in order to get the full understanding. So if a dude been simping for the last 6 relationships, and then he goes into the 7th one, and he's like, well, I watched 3 of Locario's live streams. That's not going to help him. You see what I'm saying? Because there ain't no way in hell he's going to understand just like that and just change overnight based on the information he's getting on the live streams. You see what I'm saying? Because that's damn near impossible. Because the information that he would actually need, I would not even say on the live stream. You understand what I'm saying? So the information he would actually need to really change, I'm not saying that on the live stream. You know what I'm saying? Like, he would need to get coaching for that type of shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
I understand that.
Right.
And I just had a statement, if you didn't mind me making a statement.
No, go ahead. You good.
Yesterday, I saw it was you were answering one of the questions in the chat, and you claimed that if a dude has tricked, let's just say a dude has tricked, and then in one situation, and then in the next situation, he's deciding that he's not going to trick. I was asking, the fact that he tricked in the first situation, would that carry into the next situation? Like, would an aura of tricking we be on the guy?
No, so it depends. It depends on the guy. So this is what I'm saying. Like, every situation isn't equal. So for example, let's say you have a guy. Okay, I'll give you a perfect example. There's guys who go to overseas, and we call them passport bros, is those guys who go overseas to get sex. And then there are guys who go overseas and then they just happen to have sex because they were overseas, right? And so there's a difference between the two guys. So the passport bro has to go overseas or he won't get sex at all. The second guy who's just overseas for whatever reason, and then he just happens to meet a girl and he just fucked that girl, but he could fuck a girl anywhere he goes. You see what I'm saying? So even if that second guy tricked, let's say the second guy was like, you know what? I'm about to leave Brazil tomorrow. This girl right here wants to fuck me, but she talking about she a hoe, so she needs some payment. Him paying for the pussy is not the same as the passport bro paying for the pussy, because he don't have to pay for pussy. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. There's different situations and different things. So for example, you might have a guy who is, let's say, cheating on his woman, which isn't a good thing to do. But let's say you have a guy cheating on his woman. He might go and pay for a hoe, because the hoe is not going to bring it back to his woman. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why he's paid. Right. But he don't need to pay for sex. If he wanted to go get sex from a random chick and not pay, he could still do it. But he's just like, fuck it, I'd rather, you see what I'm saying? So there's always context behind certain situations. He's still tricking. But what I'm saying is that he's not necessarily a trick. The trick is the passport bro. The guy who has to pay for sex. Do you see what I'm saying? And he does that, and that's his lifestyle. Do you see what I'm saying?
Okay, I understand that. So, right. But just to wrap it up and land, basically, my main question overall, just to put it all in one subject, is, will basically doing anything underhanded in your past follow you and affect you when you're attempting to change? Well, that's the thing. Future.
Well, yeah, it won't affect you if you actually change. That's what I'm saying. Like, you have to actually change. So a lot of guys think they're changing, but they're not. You see what I'm saying? So the problem is that if you thought you changed but you didn't, what's going to happen is the actions you take are going to tell you whether or not you changed. You see what I'm saying? And you may not even be aware of it. Just like I said, but a guy was like, oh, let's go out for coffee, but the girl's like, let's get ice cream. And he thought he wasn't tricking by going or simping or whatever, going to get the ice cream. He's still simping by going to get that ice cream. So he would need to understand what simping is. And then he would need to internalize, right, what that actually means, and then be able to move forward, right, by doing what he needs to do to not simp and to go in that direction. Do you see what I'm saying? So there has to be an actual understanding so that he can change and actually change. Do you see what I'm saying? Because the thing is, if he doesn't have that understanding, he's most likely not going to change, because he doesn't even know that he's still fucking up. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing.
Okay, so as long as you know and then you move forward with that knowing,
right,
nothing in the past is going to affect you, pretty much what you're saying.
Right, because now you basically you're turning into a whole new you. You're turning into a different nigga. You know what I'm saying? You see what I mean? So, because you have a different understanding. So now you've grown. And so therefore, what happened before doesn't exist within you anymore. Do you see what I'm saying?
Okay. I got that. I feel that. I appreciate that.
All right, brother.
Right,
I appreciate the call, fam. All right, so guys, we got one free call left. Let me go and do this back here. Let's get back to the video real quick. If you guys want to call up 646-481-3901, 646-481-3901 is the number.
So they know not to show their hand. It's simple human nature. It's simple
Maybe
human what he said something along the lines of like, why don't they show you? Like, why do they hide it so much? And the thing is, they hide it so much because they understand their power. They understand that they have something that guys want. So they know not to show their hand. It's simple human nature. It's simple human psychology.
No, so this is what you guys got to understand. When a woman is really, really, really sexually attracted to you, she can't hide it. I'm gonna say that one more time. When a woman is really, really, really sexually attracted to you, she's really, really feeling you, she cannot hide it. She can't. You understand what I'm saying? She cannot. It's natural for her to desire it, so therefore her actions are going to follow that desire. So if a woman is quote unquote hiding it, or she seems like she's not really interested, or she's sort of holding back, that means she's not highly interested in you. A woman who's highly interested in you cannot hide it. This is why it's important to know how to read women. This is why it's important to see a woman's responses and reactions to you. She cannot hide it. It's impossible. But let's continue.
Like, if you have something that somebody wants, you use it as leverage. And women understand this because guys constantly throw themselves at them. So then they learn quickly, like, oh, these guys want something from me. Oh, all these guys, like the majority of men that a woman interacts with want something from her. So she knows she has some type of power because.
Right. And she has power over the niggas she don't like. See, this is the thing. This is why in a certain situation, a woman will be intimidated by you. Why? The intimidation also has to do with the fact that she knows that she has to submit. You understand? That natural feeling of desire is her knowing that she is going to submit. You understand what I'm saying? If the woman has an easy time not submitting, or she's like, oh, well, whatever, and she's being, resistant and all that other stuff, and it just seems like so easy for her to play hard to get or be a challenge, she don't like you. It's that simple, but let's continue.
She has something that they want. Now, most guys don't have something that a woman wants inherently. You know what I'm saying? They might have money. She might want that, so they can leverage that.
And see, if a woman wants your money, that means she doesn't want you. You understand? Again, I keep trying to tell you guys, if you need anything else outside of who you are, right, that's compensation. The compensation is, I don't like you fully, so I need something else to keep me interested. It's just like, for example, your friend might say, yo, come through to this event or whatever. You're like, nah, I ain't really trying to do that. And they're like, come on, man, come through. It's going to be cool. And then you ask them, yo, but do they got food there? And he says, yeah, they got mad free food. It's going to be dope. And he's like, all right, fuck it. So now you had to ask him, was there going to be free food there? Was going to be food? The food was the incentive to get you to come because you don't really want to come. But because there's food there, you're like, all right, fuck it. So it's the same thing when you're dealing with women. If the woman is not interested in you, she's like, and he's like, but come on, lady, I got money. She's like, oh, you got money? All right, cool, fuck it. You understand what I'm saying? That's what happens. Well, let's continue.
They might have status. She wants that, so they leverage that. They might have, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? They have things that she wants, so they leverage it. But they initially, unless they're flashy, you know what I'm saying? She's not gonna know that.
See, what a woman really wants is a man she desires. Guys, you have to understand what I'm saying. Your looks, money, status, all that other surface level goofy shit, right? That's cool if you got that, but what a woman really desires is the man behind all that shit. You understand what I'm saying? Because the man behind all that shit is that unique motherfucker that she can't find anywhere else. She can find another guy who looks just as good as you or better than you. She can find another guy who has as much money as more money than you. She can find a guy who has higher status than you. All of that shit is surface level. But let's continue.
But looks is something that immediately a woman sees and she wants.
You see, This is why I can't stop doing what I'm doing. This is why. This is why. You understand what I'm saying? This is why. Because listen, again, there's nothing, I'm not trying to get on him, but I'm just saying he represents a lot of what you see on the internet is guys who don't really have the experience, whose game isn't really tight enough. They're not there yet. And then they say these things. You know what I noticed? I'm not going to say nobody's names and all this other stuff because I see it with multiple motherfuckers. I noticed that a lot of guys who was trying to get on me for the shit that I was saying years ago is now saying the things that I'm saying. So you have your content creator, you have your so-called dating coach saying, oh, guys, choosing signals isn't the end all be all. You gotta actually like approach and talk to these women and see if they're really feeling you. I'm like, oh, I wonder where they got that from. You know what I'm saying? Dude's just like, hey, guys, forget, stop. You gotta deal with the high interest women. I'm like, really? Where did they get that from? You understand what I'm saying? All the shit that they was like, nah, Locario, it's not about that. You got to pass your shit test, bro. You got to wait for choosing signals, bro. It's like you ain't got to be cold approaching out here, and you got to look. All the things that they said, right? Now they're circling back, saying the exact things I said, sometimes word for word. Isn't that crazy? The shit that they would say, no, Locario, that's not what it is. Now they talking about, oh yeah, well, listen, you got to make sure you have a program and you got to make sure that you vet the girl. You got to make sure, that you give her instructions. Like they're saying all the things. Why? I'll tell you why. Because what happened is that a lot of these guys that you watch on the internet, when they started their YouTube channels, right? They didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. Then they started to go out in the real world and start to deal with women. And they were like, God damn, these women are fucking wasting my time. God damn, these women are playing games. God damn, these women is on some bullshit. Maybe that stuff Locario was talking about really was some real shit. Maybe I should start listening to Locario now. So now they start listening to what the fuck I'm saying. They go out there and they're like, oh shit, what he's talking about really is the real deal. This is the shit that works. So now they're telling their audience the same shit I've been saying years ago. You know what I'm saying? It's like crazy. This is crazy. But see, that's the difference when you have real game and when you don't have game. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to my dude K Zaggy. Say your looks can't make a woman orgasm. Your looks don't guarantee a woman is going to have a great experience with you. Your looks only get you only so far. Exactly. That's real shit. That is real fucking shit. Let's continue this. Let's go.
She does. I know women will be like, no, I care about personality. I care about this. I care about that. They're not lying about the things that they're saying they care about, but they also care about looks. And when a guy looks good, they want him to have all the other things. They're hoping that he has all these other features. They're hoping that he...
Wait, why do they hope that he has all these other things? For what? I thought, your looks is the leverage and that gives you the power. So why is she hoping you have all these other things if you got the looks? You understand what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about? But let's continue.
He's, funny, intelligent, has a great personality, caring. They're hoping that he has all the things that they say, but they want all those things on a handsome man, right? So if you have that, you have something that she wants inherently.
So she wants all the things on a handsome man, right? So if she wants all the things on a handsome man, then wouldn't it be safe to say that you being handsome isn't the end all be all? Because if she's attracted to all those other things too, don't all those other things count? So if all those other things count, doesn't that mean that you have to have game? Doesn't that mean you have to do the same thing as all the other guys? What makes you different because you're handsome? If she wants all the other things. You see what I'm saying? Like, what is this handsome man game if all the other things matter too? Let's continue.
Logically, she wants that. So that's what you need to understand first. Now, having that understanding, what that should do for you is put you in a position where you're not so desperate. You're not trying to vie for her attention. You're not trying to do a whole bunch to get her to pay attention to you. You know what I'm saying? Or to get her to like give you time. That's more of what I'm saying. You're not trying to like do anything to get her attention, get her time, right? You already have something that she wants. So people give their time and their attention to things that they want. So all you have to do, or the position you should be in is like, okay, I have something she wants. She's going to come at some point and investigate. You know what I'm saying? At the
What is she investigating? Can't she see how you look from across the room? Like, what does she need to come over and investigate? What is she investigating at this point?
very least, she's going to investigate. What is it that, like, is there more than just this? You know what I'm saying? You see, it's like window shopping. You window shopping, right? You see something you like from far away, you go up, you inspect it. Okay, does it have this? Does it have that? Does it have this? No? I'm going to move on. Same thing. A woman is going to see you from afar. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you work together. Maybe you're out somewhere at the gym. You know what I'm saying? It works best. Handsome Man's Game, I'm going to be real, works best in situations where a woman gets to see you and observe you. It doesn't have to be that she sees you all the time, but if she can, just game in general, a woman wants to see and inspect you and analyze you before she makes a decision. So this is why I say
a decision on what? He said giving the general advice and then calling it Handsome Man Game is ridiculous. Telling men that their behaviors matter has no bearing on what they look like. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He's like, well, listen, guys, she likes that you're handsome, but you got to have this and you got to have that. You got to have, okay, so then what's the fuck is the difference? What is the difference? He said she's not a dog. She's not going to come sniffing around. Let's continue.
Be patient, because you have to give a woman time in order to do this, right? So you're a handsome guy. She sees you. She's going to inspect you. Now she's going to, her curiosity. If the thing is, if you give her the attention first, she's going to put you in that category of guys that is going to come to her and is going to, and she's going to be like, he has something I want, right? So when you're a handsome guy, the main thing you want to do is not come off like she has something that you want.
Okay, so let's say the handsome guy is at the party, right? And there's another guy who is also there too. And she sees the handsome guy, and the guy's like, I'm gonna wait for her to come over and sniff around and come over and check me out and come over and do all this other stuff. So all this time he's sitting there waiting around, the other guy comes through and hollers at the girl. Now, what happens is that now this guy's standing over at the bar trying to look handsome. You understand what I'm saying? While this other guy's chatting up the chick. So then you're losing out on the girl. This is ridiculous. But let's go to 316. What's poppin'? Who this?
Yo, this is Yella from the Netherlands.
What's going on?
23.
What's up? Did you donate?
No, I saw the free call, so I called in right away.
All right, cool. So that's we up to the last free call. So what's going on, fam? Let's go with you.
Okay. So I have a question because I met this girl last week in it was a shop where I bought a sandwich and she was working there, and then we started talking, and I gave her my number, or I got her number actually. And after that, I proposed to go to a museum, and she was feeling it, and but just the timing was a bit off because she only has time in the weekend, and like I'm working every weekend, so I thought, okay, fuck the museum, because I'm not gonna wait 2 weeks till we finally can go to the museum. So I opposed to get some drinks, and she was okay with that. But now, in the meantime, I didn't really talk to the chick online. Like, I didn't really have much to say, and I was thinking I just leave the conversation for when I meet her in person,
Wait, so what's your question? And what are you trying to figure out?
My question is, I'm trying to get there. But just to give you some context. But the question is, because now the last thing I asked her was when are you free? And she didn't respond anymore. But she just texted me like, hi, before I asked her that. So I'm just thinking like, okay, is this...
So wait, stop. Hold on.
To me...
Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, you said that you set up a time for y'all to go to the museum?
No, I just... I asked her if she wanted to go to the museum, and
hold on, I'm trying to, okay.
Yeah.
So you
we set
texted
up a
her,
time. Yeah.
and you set up a time to go to the museum, yes?
Yes.
Okay, now, then you said you told her, let's not go to the museum?
No, she actually told me because she just got home from vacation and was doing a lot of stuff. So and she's working a lot because she's working at the shop of her parents. And actually, the only day I could make it was last Friday, and she told me that it actually didn't fit for her. So then
Caller. What day did did you tell her for her to meet you at the museum?
I think the day before that, so like Thursday.
Okay, so you said, let's meet at the museum Thursday. She said, yes, I'll meet you at the museum Thursday, right?
Yes.
Okay, now, when Thursday was approaching, right, what happened? Did you text her and say, hey, are we still on for the museum tonight? I'll see you tonight. What happened on Thursday?
Okay, wait, let me check.
Why is this so complicated?
Okay, we actually should have we should have go. So my English is fucked up because English is not my native language. So please don't judge me. But we would have go to the museum on Friday. We would go to the museum Friday, and on Thursday
Wait. So Friday was the day, yes?
Yes, Friday was the day.
Now,
and Thursday I texted her like...
Wait, hold on. So she agreed to go to the museum and meet you Friday, yes?
Yes.
Okay, now what happened?
So I texted her on Thursday like, what time should we go to the museum tomorrow, because I'm working the night shift.
Wait. You called her or texted her and asked her what time should y'all meet at the museum?
No, just like I wanted to ask her what time would fit for her, like, because I said, let's do 3. Is that working for you?
So this is what I'm saying. When you told her, let's meet up Friday, what time did you tell her y'all were going to meet on Friday?
I said, I'm sleeping till 3 o'clock, and the museum closes at 5.
No. Caller. Okay.
Okay, what's
listen to what I'm asking you. This is what I'm asking you. When you texted her and said, hey, let's meet at Friday at the museum, right? What time did you tell her to meet you at the museum on Friday?
This is why I fucked up. I get what you're saying, because I wasn't specifically being specific enough.
Okay, so you didn't tell her a time.
No.
Okay, so now do you see why she's flaky?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I'm trying to get you to understand. I can tell based on how you're telling me the story, based on what you're trying to get across, you're not focused on actually knowing how to set plans. So when you hit up a girl, you say, hey, listen, I'm free Friday. If you're free Friday, let's go to the museum. Are you free Friday? She says, yes, I'm free Friday. You say, cool. Let's meet at 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock or whatever time on Friday at the museum. She says, yes, sounds good. And then you're all good. Then on Friday, you hit her up Friday morning and you say, hey, what's up? Are we still on for 6 o'clock for the museum? And then she'll say yes, and then y'all will meet. That's all you got to do.
Okay, I get it.
You see what I'm saying?
That's how I should have go about it. But can I ask something else? Because I'm gonna donate, so don't worry about me asking another question, please. But
no, this
I
is what
really
you
want
do.
to learn.
This is what you do. This is what you do. I'm gonna hang up, and I want you to donate because I have another call. So hang up, donate, and then call right back with the second question. All right.
Okay.
All
yes.
right. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
All right. So we got 402. 402. What's popping? Who this?
We'll do Locario. This Prodigy.
What up? What's going on? Did you donate though?
Nah, I forget, man.
Oh,
I forgot to donate.
Y'all niggas,
bro, come on. You know I donated, bro. I donate every show.
Okay,
like,
I listen,
be donating
man.
for other callers.
What's going on with you?
What's up? So I was going to ask you a question. So would you ever make an appearance on Cope TV?
Who?
And defend yourself? Because these dudes be talking mad shit about y'all, bro.
Who you talking about?
You know the black pill dudes? You know?
I have no idea who you talking about. Who's that? What's their name?
They be talking shit about the game.
What's their name?
Pretty much.
What's their name?
Cope. Cope TV.
Cope, like COPE?
Yeah, Cope TV.
Why would I want to be on a thing called Cope TV? They don't even make any sense.
Okay. No. Okay. I get it.
No. I would listen. This is the thing. I would definitely go in there, but they have to send me at least 5 G's. I'll go in there for an hour. No, I'm dead serious.
Well, yeah, I understand why they would have to do that, because they'll pretty much be getting free game. Right. You know, yeah. I trust me, I understand. But I just don't like the fact they be talking shit about the game, and I just wanted to see if one of you guys will ever.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you think I could talk? Yeah. Do you think I can talk shit about open heart surgery?
No, if you don't know surgery,
exactly.
Right? I mean, I understand the concept.
So if I don't know if I don't know nothing about, how can I talk shit about something I don't know? If I don't know it, then I'm just saying whatever. You feel what I'm saying? So the thing is that if they want me on the channel, they can definitely hit me up behind the scenes, send the 5 G's and say, hey, we'll set up a time and I'll give you guys an hour. Absolutely. Hell yeah.
You funny.
I'm dead serious. I'm not even joking. Listen, and this goes for any of the
I realized that, like, when I made the third appearance day, I was like, these dudes asking questions trying to fucking learn and get free game. But yeah, man. Yeah.
So that goes for any of these channels out there, you know, that want to learn, because that's basically what it is that they actually want to learn. You understand what I'm saying? It's a cry for help. Yeah. So if they want to, you know, have me on there, then yeah, we could do that for an hour. I'm good. But it's going to cost them at least 5 G's. At least. You understand what I'm saying? At least. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, man. That's pretty much it.
All right, brother. All right, man. I appreciate the call, fam. All right. So let me continue with this joint here.
Because once you do that, she puts you in the category with all the other guys and she treats you the same way. She's not going to do anything different. She's going to do what she's always done and what has always worked. They don't have the pressure of trying to figure out and try to get better and try to improve their game. She's just going to do a one-size-fits-all. Oh, he's giving me attention. Throw him in the group with the rest of the guys that give me attention. And she's
all attention is not equal. So if a woman is you know, and this is the thing that a lot of guys don't understand. A lot of guys talk about the game from the loser's perspective. You understand? They're trying to you know, like do certain things to get a girl to chase them, and they're trying to tiptoe around the situation because they don't want the girl to lose interest and all this other goofy shit. So if a guy who she's attracted to gives her attention, what's going to happen is submission. If a guy she's not attracted to gives her attention, the guy is usually going to submit because the guy doesn't have any game. So he's going to try to do exactly what he feels he needs to do in order to get her. You see what I'm saying? Let's continue.
She's going to treat you like she's going to, you know what I'm saying, not give you any attention, wait for you to come to her. But if you're handsome and you don't give a woman attention, she can't put you in that category, but she's also aware of you. So she's like, oh, he has something I want. It doesn't look like he's going to come over and try to get me because he's not really giving me any attention. I'm going to have to go over and go to him. She's not.
See, but by that time, another nigga hollered. So, like,
Listen, man. Listen, this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. Like, all of this back and forth, I'm waiting for her to do this so that she could show me she interested, and then I'll make a move after she do it. No, bro, you're a man. You have to create the situations. You're sitting there waiting for her to give you this extreme choosing signal so that you can go over and approach. That's crazy, but let's continue.
Not going to do it. Some of them will, but she's more than likely not going to do it boldly, not going to do it immediately. She's going to look at you. She's going to try to figure it out from afar, right? And then if you pass the check you pass the you know what I'm saying, the criteria from afar, she's going to come up to you and try to figure out, okay, hi, you know what I'm saying? She might try to have a conversation with you. She's going to try to see, like, okay, does he have social skills? Okay, cool. All right. You know,
if he had social skills, he would have came up. Like, what are we talking about? If the dude had social skills and he's already checking her out, he saw her, she saw that he saw her. You see what I'm saying? And again, like I tell you guys all the time, a woman giving you choosing signals or even her approaching you, which rarely happens, doesn't mean anything. Why? Because the only way you're going to see if she's interested in you for real is she has to follow your instructions. She has to do what you're saying. Let's continue.
I'm saying, I mean, she's already seen that from afar. She's already watching how you interact with other people. She's already watching everything, but she's going to come double check for herself when she gets closer to you. Okay, cool. If you remain cool, you remain chill, you don't give her any inclination that you're like, you know what I'm saying? No.
Hold on. All right, let's get some of these calls. 973 was popping. Who this?
Locario was popping, my guys. Came from Jersey. I sent $5 to the PayPal.
All right, appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, man?
So yeah, quick question, right? You know my questions be all deep and shit, but so when you talked about you know, instead of distracting yourself and actually becoming a new person, right? Mm-hmm. As you're going through the process of making the changes as you learn game, what will be a way of still cultivating what you need to do? And I don't want to say distract yourself from those old thoughts, but not constantly fall back into those old habits. Or as you learn, do you feel like sometimes you may creep back up in those old habits and it's like a back and forth until you fully immerse into like the new change?
No, what happens is in most cases, you're going to go back into the old habits anyway. You understand what I'm saying? So meaning like, so the thing is, you don't need to, so this is the thing, you don't need to fight what you're trying to change. You understand? What you're trying to change will happen as you gain more understanding. So let's say, for example, like you're like, man, you know, like I have this habit of fucking, you know, spending all this money on these women, and I realize that they don't really like me. They just hear from my money and so forth and so on, right? So I'm tricking, I'm going and doing all this other dumb shit. So you're trying to get out of the habit of tricking. Now, because you've been tricking for so long, right? That's become your norm, and that's what you're used to, and that's your comfort zone. So then what's going to happen is by you trying to not trick, what's going to happen is you're going to probably still keep tricking at some point because you're going to be like, damn, I haven't had a chick in a minute. Fuck it. You know, let me go trick on this chick so that I can at least get shit cracking. Shout out to my dude Miles in the building. Right? So now you're going to trick, and then you're going to be like, damn, I shouldn't, like, fuck, let me, I went back to trick. Let me stop this. So then now you're going to try to stop tricking. And then what's going to happen is that you're going to do something that you think isn't tricking, but it really is. So you say, okay, well, I'm not really tricking. I'm just kind of like, you know, paying for a bunch of, you know, paying for gas, taking my car out, driving out for 2 hours to go see this chick just to get some pussy. Right. So you're not directly paying anything for her. You're not putting money in her hand, but you're still essentially tricking by putting money, gas in your car, paying through the tolls and all this other stuff just to chase pussy. You see what I'm saying? So it's better than before, but it's still essentially tricking. You feel what I'm saying? So now what happens is that as you start to, you know, continue going down the path you're going, you start to overcome the bullshit because you're starting getting to different levels of understanding. Because then now what happens is that because you stop tricking, or you're trying to stop tricking, you're going to be in a situation where a woman is going to give you attention sexually without you having to put up any money or any type of situation. So now you're like, oh shit, wow, I didn't realize I can get a woman I'm attracted to want to fuck with me without having to trick. So then now you're going to go based on that level of understanding because of that experience, and then you'll
continue to progress and move on, right? But the thing is that when you're trying to change, a lot of times what will happen is you might fall back into the old habits, right? Because that's where you're most comfortable. Now, again, everyone's different. Some people, when they get new information, they just they change like that, like overnight. You understand what I'm saying? Some people, they get new information and it takes them longer to change based on the information if they're actually trying to change. But the thing is this, is that you'll really know that you've changed when it feels natural for you to not want to do the thing. So basically, if you're tricking and you want to stop tricking, you've really changed when tricking disgusts you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, oh, that I would never, like, right? It's almost like so what I'm saying is you get to a level of understanding that tricking don't even make sense to you. You're like, what the fuck? I would never. You understand what I'm saying? Just like, for example, a lot of guys, they like to chase women. A lot of, like, for example, pickup artist guys, they say, oh, I gotta pass her shit test and do all this other stuff, and she's hot, so I should do all this other extra shit. Right now, what happens is that when your game gets tighter, you start to say, oh, I realize that through interacting with these women, there are women who gravitate to me based on who the fuck I am, and I don't really have to jump through hoops and do all this other shit. So now what happens is you get a taste for cooperation. And then once you realize women cooperate with you based on who you are, right, you're disgusted by dealing with a woman who's giving you resistance. You see what I'm saying? So you've changed from a guy who is willing to chase a goofy bitch down just because she's hot to a guy that's like, I'm only fucking with chicks who give me 100% cooperation. Why? Because you went through certain experiences to gain that understanding. You see what I mean? So that's the thing that a lot of guys got to understand, that they really don't understand, from the beginning. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Okay. So yeah. So if a guy was going down like a whole path of tricking, like conscious and subconscious, because I hear that a lot too. So some guys may think like let's say like paying for Uber and certain shit like that wouldn't be tricking, but directly giving them money would be tricking. So if a guy comfort zone was getting like mad chicks like through tricking, and then let's say if he wants to go out and actually experience women desiring him like on his own, he has to go through like that mental toughness of knowing he won't have as many chicks on a consistent basis as he did with going along with the women's program versus maybe having one every now and then when he's making his own situations. Exactly.
And the thing is that depending on the guy, that'll take more time for him than another guy. You see what I'm saying? But the thing is that the change occurs when it seems not, just like, for example, like, how old are you?
I'm 22. I just turned 22 a few months ago.
So now think about when you were 12. There was probably something you were very interested in that at 12 that you don't even give a shit about no more. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. So wrestling, I don't give a shit about wrestling no more.
Right, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So now you've grown and you've changed. So wrestling doesn't have the same impact to you as it did when you were 12. So it's the same concept. What happens is when you're actually changing, when you realize you've changed, is that you're going to look at those things that were once, the things that you like to do or engage in, and it's going to seem ridiculous to you. You're like, oh, like, I don't do that shit. This shit is stupid. I don't fuck with that. You understand what I'm saying? And that shows that you've changed. You see what I mean?
Damn, y'all niggas tough, man. I don't get how niggas be hating. That's what a guy y'all niggas tough,
this is what I'm saying. They hating because they see, listen, when it's real shit, niggas always going to hate. Trust me, you're going to see everything that I told you. There's going to be another YouTuber saying the same exact thing I just said to you and acting like they made it up. You understand? This is how it works. So just you're going to be like, yo, that sounds like what Locario said. If you watch a video and it sounds like what I said it. That's basically what it is.
Nah, I can tell. I hear that shit sometimes too. And you know what's crazy? I thought about this the other day. A lot of the times I mostly try to book consultations with you because it's like, I realize anything I bring to you, like, you always got some new shit. It don't matter what it is. I'll probably think I know the answer. And like for you and like the rest of the Game Kings, for y'all being great coaches, y'all never on no yes man shit. I may think I know something and you may agree that those something else on top of it. I'm like, damn, like, where the fuck you get this shit from?
That's called experience, and that's called understanding the game. The game is infinite. That's why we don't sound the same all the time. That's why we come with new information. You see what I'm saying? Don't need to listen.
Yeah.
If I was to quit right now, a lot of these content creators wouldn't have nothing else to say that take my shit. They would be like, fuck, they'll be stuck. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta understand that shit. You gotta understand that shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, much love, my guy. Hey, But I had donated the 5. Could I go to a free call? Because I saw it was 2 free calls already. So did I go to a free call?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right, bet. So yeah, anybody who listening, y'all from your hop on, get that information. Much love, my guy.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the call, fam. All right, 816. What's going on? Who's this?
Yeah, this A-Rich from Missouri.
What's going on, fam? You calling for another free call?
You said, oh, I know I donated 5.
Okay, all right, that's what's up. Let's go to. So what's going on?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just wanted to press the same point home just so I get the full. I really grasp what you're saying, and because I want to use that, I'm gonna give you a example. Okay, so let's just say, right, because I know you use the example of a bully. You know, a kid getting bullied. Like sometimes you'll use that as an analogy.
Right.
So let's just say there's a kid, right, and he through high school he got bullied the whole time. Let's just say 4 years he was getting bullied, right? Yeah, he didn't know what to do about it. You know, he was young. He didn't know what was going on. So let's just say someone gives them information on, hey man, you know, you got to do this, and that, and then you could be a bully now. Now let's just say, okay, so he got the information. Somebody, you know, told him, gave him instructions on how to actually become a bully. So whenever he goes, and let's just say he goes to college now. Let's just say now he's in college. Now, so are you saying that the fact that he got bullied in high school, you're saying that energy won't carry with him to college as he's trying to be a bully in college?
Yeah, but what's the difference between a bully and the kid getting bullied?
Night and day.
No, it's the same thing. They're both fearful. They're both working with fear, and they're both taking action through fear. So the kid getting bullied is fearful of the bully, and the bully is fearful, which is why he bullies. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay, well, let me use a different example.
So it's the same.
Let me use a different example because I actually want to take that out. I don't even want that to even be in the analogy. Right. Let's just say it's a girl that's a whore. She's a hoe. You know, she getting ran through. Right. She's pretty much, you know, she's pretty much a skank, right? So I've had let's just say she's a skank, right? But she wants to stop being a skank. She wants to become more like wifey type or whatever. Okay,
and why? What's the reason? Why?
I'm just using an example of somebody trying to change. I'm not. So yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. The change, the reason why for change is also important. But go ahead.
Okay, so she's attempting to change her skankish ways, right? Now, I don't know if you've had this experience, but me personally, sometimes I'll deal with a woman and I can kind of tell what I can get away with her just based on the way she's talking. Just like, let's just say I'm on the phone with a girl, I'm talking to her. In my head, I'm like, oh yeah, I could definitely fuck her like right now tonight. I already know just based on her tone of voice, the way she's answering the questions. So that's her energy, right? That's her energy coming through the phone. So I'm able to pick up on it and say, okay, this is a whore, right? All right, this is just a girl I know that I could fuck right now, based on that. And so I'm saying that since she was mostly maybe like a whore in the past, that's like carrying over into the situation. So I'm asking, what's the process of doing that transition and getting that energy off of you? Is it will it be right away, or is it just
right? But this is the thing. So like, but this is the thing though. That it's not about. So it's not about. It's about her actually taking action to not have sex with you. You understand what I'm saying? So if she's trying to not have as much sex, or to not be promiscuous, or to not like fuck around, right? Just because you feel like, based on what you're saying and talking to her, that she most likely would, it's still up to her to actually either do it or not. Now, she could do it and basically go like make that happen because that's her comfort zone and that's what she's used to. Or she could say, you know what, I'm trying to not do this anymore, so I'm probably not going to do this. Do you see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that she still has the choice to do it or not. Now, what will happen is that she hasn't fully changed, right? Until she does that where it feels natural. You understand what I'm saying? So it has to feel, so basically like this. So I'll give you that. So there's a spiritual teacher named Bashar. He was talking about this, and he said that, you know, the things in life that let's say that you may not like or you may not prefer are going to continue to happen, right? So let's say, for example, you let's say, for example, I'll give you a perfect example because I know you be getting tight when you be talking to Steve. So let's say Steve says something to you and you get mad and then you want to, like, you know, diss him and say a bunch of shit, right? Now, let's say you say, oh man, you know, I keep getting mad when people say this and that and this and that, right? Now, what's going to happen is people are going to always say things that's going to make you that you don't like forever. Like that's going to happen to the day you die, right? The only way you've known that you've changed is when a person can say those type of things and you naturally don't feel it. You understand what I'm saying? And what happens is that to naturally not feel it usually comes from having a certain understanding, because a lot of our emotions are based on our beliefs. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of times you get emotional because you believe a certain thing. So for example, if I'm embarrassed about something, right? For example, like let's say somebody says, "Oh, Locario, you know, you stupid," or "Your hat looks funny," or whatever, right? And I'm embarrassed by the fact that they say that. Part of why I'm embarrassed is because I believe, right? I might believe that I have to look a certain way and present a certain way for people to like me. And I think that people liking me is going to make me feel valuable or make me valuable. Right? That belief is why I get embarrassed. That belief is why I get emotional. Right? Now, once I stop believing that and I have a different understanding and I start to realize, you know what? That is not what makes me valuable. I don't care what type of hat I got. I don't care what people think about that. I'm only focused on me. I love me no matter what I do. When another person makes fun of the hat, I'm not going to feel embarrassed, because what happened is that the understanding I have, right, makes me see the world and things differently. But it's a natural feeling based on my belief, which causes me to feel a certain way. You see what I'm saying? So now at that point, I've actually changed. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. So the thing is still going to happen. It's still going to occur. All the things are still going to occur. You've changed when you realize that even though they're occurring, I don't react the same. You see what I mean?
Okay. Now, I would like to go back to the example with the girl, because Steve, he's just disrespectful. So I'm going to, if somebody disrespect me, I'm going to respond appropriately. Okay, what's
the appropriate way?
I might say something back to him, like, man, like if somebody, okay, let's just say, for example, let's just say somebody say, "Hey man, you a bitch," right? Because that's his signature phrase. You know, that's what he likes. He likes to call guys bitches, even though he would never do that in person. But now let's just say a guy calls me a bitch. You know, I might say something like, what bitch ass nigga, get the fuck out of here. You know, I might say something back. I might say something back that's appropriate to that. I'm not going to just let him call me a bitch. That's not what I'm going to do. That's what I believe in.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying.
I'm not trying to change that. I don't want to change.
Right. But what I'm saying is, if you wanted to, right?
Hold on. I'm sorry to cut you off, but so that's why I wanted to go back to the girl example, because we never see eye to eye with Steve and what he does. So I'll go back to the example with the girl. Like, so let's just say she wants to stop being a whore, right? So, but the energy of her being a whore is in the situation. So she, of course, like I said, let's say I called her, I can tell that she's a hoe. She's trying not to be a hoe. Whenever I go through there, she does tell me no, right? So that's her first step in changing. She actually says no. Okay. Now, but the energy is still there. So basically, would you just say she just got to stay on that path until the energy's gone?
Yeah.
And that would be pretty much where the change will come in.
Yeah, because what happens is part of her changing is about her belief. So she still may have the belief that, you know, is already in her head, which is connected to her comfort zone, which is to be the quote unquote hoe. So what I'm saying is that it has to make sense to her to not be a hoe for it to stick, and that will come out in her actions. Does that make sense? So that's what I'm trying to say, where the actual change, right, happens as a result of the person, right, understanding and seeing that the things that are happening no longer affect them how they used to affect them. Do you see what I'm saying?
Okay, so as long as you stay on the path, the energy is gonna fall off, and then internally you change just based on just staying on the path. So you're gonna start off with the energy, you stay on the path, and then the energy goes away.
Right, because you grow. That's what growing is. You see what I'm saying? That's basically what it is.
I understand.
You see what I'm saying?
So basically, people still gonna try you. Let's just say you are trying to change, and people still gonna try you because they can, they gonna see the energy on you. Like, oh, you could tell he's not really like that.
No. People are gonna try you forever. Trying you is never gonna end.
But I'm saying, like, it's heightened if you have in the past been a certain way. I'm just saying that the trying is going to be heightened because it's on your spirit. Like,
yeah. The thing is not necessarily that it's heightened. It's that you're experiencing more of it because you're attracting that. That's what you want based on your energy. Do you see what I'm saying? So in your example, if the girl is like, well, I'm fucking all these motherfuckers and I'm being on some hoe shit or whatever it is like that, it may seem like it's heightened because she's inviting that type of energy because that's what she's on right now. Now, on the flip side, once she starts to change, the same amount of guys could probably be trying to fuck her. You understand what I'm saying? But what happens is because she's changed, then it's not going to affect her that way. And so therefore it's going to be like, it's not even happening. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say. Like everything happens the same way. You're the one who changed. This is why they say in spiritual teachings that don't try to change the world, change yourself, and then the world will change. Does that make sense?
Yeah, okay.
That's all it's about.
I got you.
You see what I'm saying?
So basically, they're gonna keep trying you, but as long as you stay on the path internally, you change. It's pretty
exactly right, and then your reality changes as a result because you're no longer that person who gets triggered by those things. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, I got.
That's
I
all.
got you. Okay, cool.
All right, brother.
I appreciate this. Sure.
All right, man. All right, so let's go to 253. 253. What's popping? Who this? 25. Am I saying it right? 253? 253 going once?
Yeah.
Yo.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. What's going on, fam?
Shoot, my bad, man. I couldn't turn off the mute. Yeah, I donated to Miles on Cash App.
All right, that's what's up. Make sure you did, because Miles is watching right now. You know, Miles will just hop on here and yell at your ass if you didn't. But go ahead.
No, I made sure it said $5 shit and everything.
Okay, so, cool. So what's going on with you?
What you call it? So I left a comment. I wasn't sure if you read it, but I'll just say it on here. I was having a hard time just trying to understand the difference between body game and looks maxing, because isn't body game essentially looks maxing, or is it just something completely different?
No. So, and shout out to Ron Wills, because Ron Wills, the originator of body game, you know what I'm saying? Because all these other guys on YouTube trying to talk about body game, but this is the thing. Looks maxing, right, is about you trying to do things to enhance your looks for bitches, right? Body game is you having discipline to make sure that you're in your best body. And as a result, you end up attracting women because you have that, your best physique and your best look, which in turn makes you feel better about yourself, which in turn makes you more attractive. So what I'm saying is body game is more an internal thing that shows on the outside, whereas looks maxing is basically, looks maxing is the equivalent of putting makeup on. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's not, it doesn't do anything for your mindset. Do you see what I'm saying?
Okay, so body game is essentially just, it's a mentality that you have. It's not so it's not an enhancement. Oh, okay.
Right, exactly. Because in order to get your best body, what do you have to do? You have to be disciplined. You got to eat right, and you got to go to the gym, do all these things, right? You got to make sure you're consistent, right? So all of these things are going on with it. The concept of looks maxing has to do with trying to look a certain way to attract the bitch. Do you see what I'm saying?
Oh,
Right.
so correct me if I'm wrong. I think I got it down right. So body game is essentially it's internal. You stick with it forever on an infinity versus gym maxing, looks maxing is like you're only doing it temporarily because you're doing it for a specific goal. Once when that goal is achieved, then you stop.
Right. And on top of that, it's a thing that a lot of times you don't achieve the goal because your intentions with it was to get the validation. So like, for example, somebody said in the chat, it's like getting a hair transplant. You getting a hair transplant, there's nothing wrong with getting a hair transplant. But the problem is that if you're getting a hair transplant strictly for the acquirement of the women, you're always going to lose because what happens is you could get the hair transplant and you're going to still get rejected and get rejected and get rejected.
I was just about to say that.
You see what I'm saying? So it's not like it made a difference, right? But when you're working on your body, even when you're working on your body, a woman can reject you, but you still have that physique. You're still healthy. You understand what I'm saying? Like it gives you returns. It's not about the chick. But what happens is a byproduct is that women could find you attractive based on your body type. You see what I'm saying? So it just helps in that way. It helps with debate. It helps with as far as she could look at you and say, oh, I like the way his body is built, which can allow her to want to, gravitate to you because of that. So you see what I'm saying? So it's a thing as a result of it, right?
No, because the only reason why I got so confused by it in the first place, because I keep running into YouTube videos of certain content creators, which I won't say who, but basically whenever they talk about it, it's always centered around the fact that they get women. Like, oh, if you do it, you'll get a lot of women in the world. And it's just like, well, are you doing it for you? Or are you doing it because you think that's what's going to get you as the end result? Like, that's kind of a problem. So it's like it's almost as if they're looking at it in the wrong way, if you know what I mean.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of guys, what they do is that they'll confuse certain things because they're so focused, they're so women focused, right? So of course the guys want to attract women. The problem is that based on your mindset and where you're coming from with the situation, right? You're either doing things for women and chasing women, or you're doing things for you. And as a result, you become the opportunity for the women. That's when you have game. When you're doing things for you and you become the opportunity for that woman. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you're not going to care who likes you and who doesn't, because it was always your reasoning in body game was for other reasons. It wasn't about a certain end result. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense now.
Right.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's all I was calling about, man. So I appreciate the clarification.
Yes, sir. All right, brother. Appreciate the call, man. All right.
You take it easy.
Take it easy. All right. So we about to wind it down real quick. Let me get some more of these questions. Hold on. Do I need to let me see. Let me look at a little bit more of this video real quick. And then we're gonna okay, we got last call. 316. What's popping? Who this?
Yo, Locario. I just spoke to you.
Okay, this is the museum guy. Okay, what's going on?
Yeah, it's the museum guy. Okay. I started thinking after I hung up the call, and I think I know what I need to do now, so I don't want to ask questions anymore about this girl and the museum thing, but I wanted to ask because I donated $20 to you if I can send 80 more and get that audiobook from How to Have Sex with Two Girls in One Day.
So you say you want to get the audiobook of the How to Have Sex 2 in a Day?
Yeah, April put a link in the chat and I saw it and I thought, okay, this is what I.
Yeah, go to Shop Locario. Yeah, go to shoplocario.com and then you can purchase it there.
Okay. Well, I will hit you up in the back end, and just want to say appreciate everything you're doing.
All right, that's what's up, man. Appreciate you, fam. So yeah, just go to Shop Locario, click on the joint, purchase it, and then you'll be able to download it and listen to it. All right.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Ciao.
Right. Peace. All right. So let me kill these phone lines real quick. Hold on.
All right. Let me just answer these questions. I gotta eat. I'm fucking starving out this motherfucker. All right, so let me answer these questions and we're gonna wrap it up. And then we gonna wrap it up. Okay. So what about handsome man game online? No, see the thing with online too, and that's another fallacy. And myself and April, we're gonna soon be having the online dating consultations. So we're gonna be starting that real soon. But the thing is, online is not really necessarily about you being handsome online. It's about you having marketable pictures, meaning that if a woman thinks you're handsome on your pictures, that can make her swipe right. But it's more so having quality pictures that present you the best. That's basically what it's about. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, our favorite guy, Steve DeLine. He says, I've discovered that the best way to get women attracted to you is to wear really nice cologne. And this is based on studies. Listen, cologne is good. Cologne helps where, if you smell good, that's going to, give you that little extra joint because it's going to be attractive. Like women like guys who smell good. You feel what I'm saying? But it's not just one thing. This is what a lot of you guys think. You think you're trying to have one fix and that's going to be, I'm not, confident. I don't know how to talk to women. I'm not consistent. I'm insecure, but I'll put on this cologne and it's going to make everything work out. It's like, that's not how this shit works. You say you think there's no such thing as teaching a guy handsome game, like knowing you're the best, dressing your best, not being super available, treating attention as regular, etc. What does that have to do with anything? Okay, you dress your best, but like I said, you don't know how to talk to women, right? You're not super available, but who gives a shit? She don't like you like that anyway. So what difference does it make not being super available? You understand what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying, where a lot of you guys, y'all are like cherry picking little things that don't make sense in the long run. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. This says, well, let me place this joint real quick. So it says, why would a girl fear a guy never talking to her again if some guys like me never ever been with one? What? I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't even know what you're talking about. So was Handsome Man Game created by PUAs? No. They did not create Handsome Man Game. You said to have Handsome Game, you have to have had your way a long time with women as a youngin' and developed the way with it. Trust I get free shit at places, and I've seen bad women get free shits. Okay, what does that have to do with anything? According to you, what are the signs of women's being shy based on handsome, attractive the guy is? Well, again, the thing is that when so you're saying the signs of women being shy. So the shyness, it comes from her being intimidated and comes from her thinking that you are, out of her league, so to speak. But again, this, like I said, this isn't something that happens one time. So these are things that happen periodically, and for some guys on a consistent basis. So what I'm saying is that you'll know. So a lot of things that you're asking, I can't tell you because it's certain things you pick up on in the situation. You see what I'm saying? Like there's surface level stuff, you understand? But most of it is you get the feeling by interacting with the woman and you can see it. You see what I'm saying? You said, where did I get this shirt? TikTok, on a TikTok shop somewhere, or they be selling these joints. When will the online dating coaching be available? So we're trying to have it available within the next week or two. So, but we'll announce it. We'll let you guys know. You feel what I'm saying? We will definitely let you guys know. It says, should I respond to the prompts on Bumble after I match with a chick, or is it just a sign of medium interest for her if she doesn't say anything after matching? No, you can respond to it, but what I would say is respond to it by creating an interaction where you're setting something up.
You understand what I'm saying? So whatever the prompt is, you're going to respond to that, but also add in, let's talk more about this over drinks. Do you see what I'm saying? Shit like that. Should I delete women's numbers who not responded? What do you mean, out your phone? I mean, yeah, I guess if you need some space on your phone, then delete it. You said from experience, is it a good idea to have casual sex with a girl that was already in love with you before you met her? What? What do you mean she was? I don't understand. What does that even mean? What are you talking about? Should I approach the woman that's only 22 and I'm 44? Should I mess with her, or does it look creepy? First of all, you shouldn't be worried about, if shit looks creepy. You should just be focused on what do you want to do, and is she of legal age? So 22 is of legal age. You see what I'm saying? So if you're attracted to her, she's attracted to you, do what the fuck you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Don't let these people in society try to shame you. Like, oh, you're too old for her. Oh my God, you're a creep. Oh my God, how could you do that? Like, fuck out of here. Now I'll say this: I'm not hooking up with no 18, 19-year-olds. I just can't do it. I can't fucking do it. I just don't. It's like I personally couldn't do it. I think the youngest I would go at this point is probably like 25, 26-ish in that area. You understand what I'm saying? It says, when hooking up, do you just tell multiple women that that's what you want and keep going past no's? What do you mean? I'm not sure exactly what you're saying. You got to rephrase that. This says, wouldn't being handsome though make you more confident and thus would help with women? No. Because you can be handsome and be insecure as fuck. You understand what I'm saying? So check this out. CD, you're a handsome guy, women telling you you're handsome, and then you are attracted to a woman and the woman tells you, oh, I'm not really attracted to you like that. I just don't feel anything. Now you start being insecure because you're like, well, wait a second. Girls have been telling me I'm handsome, and now you're telling me you're not attracted. Like, I don't get what's wrong with me. What does that mean? You see that? Like, so now you're fucking feeling all insecure about the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Says, if a girl tells you to wait until marriage, does she have medium interest, even if she's a virgin? Well, listen, first of all, why are you listening to what a woman is saying versus you figuring out what you want to do? If you don't want to wait till marriage, don't fuck with a girl who wants to wait till marriage. Tell her to find somebody else. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the thing. You guys have to look at, what you want and just find the women who want what you want. You feel what I'm saying? So that's all it is. You got to worry about what she says. And if she not saying what you want, then don't bother. You feel what I'm saying? But guys, that's pretty much it, man. Listen, man, appreciate y'all tuning in. You feel what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I forgot to show you guys. So hold on. Let me take this off real quick. So I want you guys to go to badboymembership.com because I just dropped the new program, Understanding Patterns. Understanding Patterns, how to predict your outcomes with women, is now on the Bad Boy membership. Go to badboymembership.com. Get this program, Understanding Patterns, how to predict your outcomes with women. Okay, this game is heavy in this program. I talk about different types of patterns that you're going to come across in the game, and this is going to explain a lot of things that you guys may be going through either right now or will go through, so that when these things occur, then you know how to make it happen. Just like, so for example, like a lot of you guys want to know, like, how come some guys are able to like go into the spot and, meet girls easily and pull a girl easily? A lot of times those guys understand patterns. You see what I'm saying? And the patterns let them know which girls they should approach first versus which girls they should, approach last or not even at all, because they know which types of women generally gravitate to them. They understand their tribe. They understand all those things. So when you guys go to badboymembership.com, I break down how to understand the patterns and how to be able to, implement this into your game. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com to check that out. You feel me? All right. So guys, that's pretty much it, man. I'm about to wrap this up. Make sure you guys do that. Also, guys, go to masculineidentity.com to get the soap. You feel what I'm saying? Get the soap. Go and get that shit cracking. And also go to masculineidentitymembership.com to join the membership. You feel what I'm saying? And yeah, man, that's pretty much it. I will holler at you guys later. And remember, people, the truth is inside you. I'm out of here. Peace. Step up your game and go to shoplocario.com. That is the place where you can get my books, audio, and video programs in one place. All you got to do is type in shoplocario.com and step up your game today. Game Kings 2, the definition of man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today. Now, before you go, click the link below and go to badboymembership.com. Now, badboymembership.com is a place where you go to get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Listen, I know you're tired of being rejected. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of being afraid to approach women. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of not getting the women that you want. Go to badboymembership.com. Listen, I know you're tired of being alone on a Friday night. Go to badboymembership.com. Now picture this. You'll go from not getting what you want when it comes to you dealing with women to actually getting what you want, to being the guy women want to be with, women want to date, women want to have sex with. All you need to do is go to badboymembership.com, follow the steps, learn the game, implement the game, and then you will get the woman you want. Make sure you go to badboymembership.com today. Click the link below. Click the link below or go straight to MrLocario.com to get the documentary Game Kings, the definition of game.
Because Locario, in my opinion, it's the best dating coach on YouTube or whatever the fuck. Everything he says, ambulance. Everything he says, I have nothing against him. I have no contradiction. Everything he says, I say, yeah, it's